All right, we're live. Hey, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well and that you feel like some Wreath therapy tonight, because I'm ready. Huh, Bella? Yeah, we're ready. Oh, what does that mean? Okay, it's green. So how are y'all doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. Hi. Hey. Good evening. How is everybody? Are y'all doing okay? I hope you're doing well. Hi. Yay, you're here. Are y'all ready? I'm ready. All right, so we're going to be working on this tonight. Isn't this so cute? He's better. So we got Carson a Z-Pack a couple of days ago, and he is finally better. So poor baby. He has been coughing his head off, but thankfully today he's doing better. So thank you for asking. So how are y'all doing? Yay, you made it. Yeah. Yeah, so I switched the times up so that it would help a little bit so people have time to get home. Hey, Laura. How are ya? All right, so I'll get panned down and we can get started. All right, let's see. Make sure we can see the table well. Nope, definitely not that far. That's good, I think. All right. Okay, I think we got it. So we can go about right here. All right, so y'all ready? Isn't it awesome? I'm so excited. Yep. I was pretty excited when I went in and they told me that I had hit the 40 mark pound. Yeah, I'm glad he is too. He really had a rough time. You do? That's awesome. Okay, so we're going to be doing the 4th of July tonight. So if you have the kit, you can follow along. I also taped a version, so I'll be putting a taped version out here just in case you don't want to watch the live version. Just in case we have any issues. Hi! So I already cut a lot of mine up. So we have, yeah, he's feeling a lot better. Red, white, and blue. These are all metallic. And this is the royal blue. Okay, we have about 3 yards of tinsel. And we have 5 different ribbons. So we have the red and blue checked, the red and white checked. We have this USA one, we have blue, and we have the stars and stripes, and we have this one with the stars in it. So those are our ribbons. Then we have a little cute star pick. We're going to use that. And we have our flag star. Isn't that cool? I like this. And we're going to be using the 14-inch wreath frame. So we're going to be cutting everything at 10 inches. The ribbons are at 14 inches and the mesh is at 10 inches. So you get 1 yard of each one of these. Now if you didn't get the kit, you should be able to get this from either Craft Outlet or the Wreath Shop, Trendy Tree, or at Rhonda's Creative Corner. So one of those should have these color meshes. All right. What in the world? So all I did was roll them out together. You can't always find, well, I sent out a link, and Mari can add the link in here too while we're on here. Okay. So I just cut every 10 inches. I think my blade's starting to get a little dull. Okay. There. All right. Oh, bummer. I was afraid that was going to happen tonight. So my mesh came from Sims Pottery, but I can tell you that it's the exact same places that Craft Outlet, Trendy Tree, and all the rest of them use. So if you're still, are you buffering? Okay. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure my kids are offline. Give me just a minute. Hey, are y'all off? Because it's buffering something here. Nothing, it's fine. Okay, is that better? Well, he's not on anything, but they're just kind of hanging out. Is it a little better now? I think it's because I had a video uploading, so I just stopped it. Okay, there we go. Yep. So I had a video uploading, so I just paused it. So we'll do that later. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your 10-inch mesh and you're going to pull it end to end like this. Take these two pieces and meet them in the middle. Okay, and you're going to end up with something that looks like a petal. Yep, it was me. It wasn't them. Okay, so same thing. All right. So I'm holding them in my hands, but you know, you can always use your Bodabra. Now let me show you another way to do it. If your hands kind of hurt, you can just take the two pieces in the middle and just put them in the middle together and then scrunch it up. So the reason that I pull it like that is just because it's faster. Carson is feeling much better, thank you. The doctor gave him a Z-Pack and he's feeling a lot better. So I'll take a set of ribbons and I will put it with my 3. Thank you. And I'm going to put my pipe cleaner around it. Now I cut my pipe cleaners in half. You don't have to. And then what I like to do is pull it up like this. And the reason I do that is because it makes it easier to get a nice tight grip like that. So this is what we're going to be making. So this is what I call a bundle. I like to make everything together all at one time. It makes it a lot faster. Hi. And it really makes a big difference when you're putting your wreaths together because it's just going to go faster. Now, one of the things I do when I'm making my bundles is I like to vary what color's on top. I know, it's kind of a weird name, but that's okay. We don't care, it works. Alright, and I'm going to tell you, I'm terrible at pronouncing things, so if I pronounce something wrong, that's why. Just ignore it and keep going. Alright, so we just keep meeting these two in the middle, scratching it up like this, and put them together. So the last time we did the blue on top, so I did the blue on the bottom. I just grabbed 2 more ribbons. And now these ribbons are all cut at 14 inches. I cut them with my little 7-inch cardboard piece. I put them together. I take one of my pipe cleaners that's cut in half, wrap it around. And if you're going to use the ones that are cut in half, try to make sure that you get your pieces as close to the middle as you can so that they're pretty even on each side. And then just pull it up like this. It makes it easier for you to get a grip and get a nice twist like that. Alright, so I will show you. So this is what it's going to look like when we're all done. So you see, that is what a sunburst is. I don't know. It's not on my side. The kits are all gone, but I'll have another one out soon. And next time when I put a kit out, I'm gonna put a message out so everybody knows. Alright, so we do the same thing. Meet it in the middle. Now I'll show you what it's like to use the bow dabber. So you can take this, stick it right down in there, then takes the next one. Yeah, it's going to be really pretty. I'm just waiting for the signs to come in so I can finish getting everything together. I need to see the sign before. Yeah, they go really fast. Okay. I don't know what the problem with the connection is. But I can tell you that I did tape this. And I will be putting that out later. Alright, so we put our little tie around it. Pull it up like this. And twist it. So we're just going to keep doing this same process over and over. So we ended with the red last time. So we're going to start with red. Excellent. I'm telling you what, if you're having any trouble, go out and come back in. Because sometimes if there's a problem and I correct it, then you kind of have to refresh in order for it to work correctly. Alright, so we put our 3 colors together. Grab our 2 ribbons. Hola! Find the center of our ribbons. Grab our cut in half pipe cleaner. Put it around. These things right here are awesome. And they're inexpensive. They're like $10 or $15. Hey Janet, go out and try coming back in. Okay. So just tie it off nice and tight. So that one was blue. So what I usually do is whatever color I had on the top, I start with on the bottom. That way I remember which one I'm on. I mean, really, when you get them on there, if there's two together, it's not going to be a big deal. But it helps if you can vary them, because it helps you to see all the colors and one color won't take over. So that's why I do that. Nope. So the ribbons, I just kind of vary them. I try not to get too next to each other, but if I do, it's not the end of the world. So you just keep pulling it over and twisting it. You just grab your next step. So we just did white on top. So if you're on Facebook, make sure you come over to my page and sign up for my messenger, because if you do, it will notify you when I'm live, and it will have the links to my store. So, makes it easier to find. If you're not, then on here, check the community page. Make sure you're subscribed, because we put notices on the community page, and that's how we notify you over here. So just keep doing the same thing. Okay, so now we'll go back to blue on top. There we go. Oh, this is one of my favorites. It makes a really, really full wreath. So the community page, there you go. Mari's giving you the link stuff. So we post little messages in there. So if you're a subscriber, you'll be able to see those. Yeah, it's a new thing that YouTube just added, which is really great because it gives us a chance to communicate with you if you don't like to be on Facebook. So when I'm putting my ribbons together, what I like to do is put my ribbons out, and then I just grab two different ones and go ahead and set them together. And then when I get ready to work, it just goes a little bit faster. Hi! So what I mean is, like, so when you have your ribbons cut, you can set them in different piles and then just grab one, put it together. Then grab another one, two, and put it together. And that way when you're putting your wreath together, it's a lot faster. So you're not trying to grab two while you're working. It just takes a few minutes to prep your workspace and get everything ready, and it will make things so much faster if you do that. Now when you're putting these together, another neat trick is if you have fraying somewhere, take the piece that's fraying and put those on the inside. So you see how they're matching together in the middle, like this. So that's what you're trying to accomplish, okay? And then of course you want them to lay face down. So that's the way we're putting them in the Bodabra. And so if you have that little bit of fraying on the edge, make sure you put that piece on the inside. So I cut 27 pieces, bundles, so there's 27 of each color. So there's no mesh that doesn't fray at all, but, so this is metallic mesh and it frays a lot less than if you were to get something like the basic mesh. The more premium the mesh, the less it frays, which is why it costs a little bit more. Thank you. So, just keep doing this same process. So my mesh came from Sims Pottery, but you can get the same stuff at Craft Outlet. You can also get it at Trendy Tree and the Wreath Shop. And Rhonda's Creative Corner. Yes, one roll of each. So this is what I have left of the rolls. It uses the majority of it. You see, that's what's left. Maybe, like a sixth is left. So you're cutting 27. Each roll can really fit 36 cuts. So there should be around 9 cuts left. So what that means is if you make 2 of these, well, you'd have to make 3 in order to have enough to do another roll. I mean another wreath, but if you did 3, then you could take the extras and you can make another one. Oh, look at that. I'm so busy talking, I missed one of the colors. That's funny. You see what happens when you talk your head off and you get distracted? I do too. These ribbons are really pretty. And I will tell you that I saw this star, the one that we're using. Where did I put the star? Oh, it's around here somewhere. Oh, it's over there. This star right here, I saw this on Amazon. So if you didn't get it, check Amazon and look for flag star. I think it's called American Flag Star, and they had them on there. So yep. Yeah, it does. See? It does. Okay. So what you're going to end up with, so the way I'm going to do this, yeah, she's right there. Sweet girl. That's my buddy. She's so funny now. Every time I leave the house, she thinks she needs to go with me. She wants to ride in my car everywhere. Awesome, you can use those. You know, I would say if you're a beginner, this is a good one. A lot of people have started with this one. And the curly method is another good one. I think the ones that can be a little bit more challenging, is the poof method and the ruffle. Although there's some pretty easy ways to do it. You just have to try. I know I did. I went back and put it. That's funny. I was talking too much. Yeah, I love the curly method too. I just like this one because it's so different. Yeah, she's funny. If I open the door, she like runs out and runs right to my car. It's because she's been going with me to get Carson from school. And since he's been home for like almost a week, I think she was just feeling like she needed to get out. So I open the door and out she runs. I don't know what the shipping cost of the fluff box is. It should state it on her website. So one thing that you'll notice is that I did put in some white ribbons. And the reason I did that is because there's a lot of red and blue here. So when you do something like that, then it makes it stand out a little bit better. So you always want to have a little bit of contrast in there when you're doing something. The wreath is going to be pretty big. So let's see, where is it? So it starts out with a 14-inch frame and it ends up being about 27 inches around. So it's big. You know, you can also do this with the smaller mesh. Yeah, he's doing better, thankfully. It was rough. It was rough, poor baby. He just couldn't stop coughing at night, and so he couldn't sleep. But he is doing a lot better. Today's the first day that we didn't cough all day, so it was wonderful. All right. Yep, it's big. It's big and it's pretty. You know, I don't speak Spanish, but thank the Lord Mari does. And my sister-in-law does. Which one of these days I'm going to have to get her to teach me. Oh, good. Yeah, you can do this for any season. So I did, last year I did one for Halloween and one for fall. And the fall one was with Dollar Tree mesh. So you can do this exact same thing with Dollar Tree mesh. Okay. I can say all of it, that's about it. I can ask where the bathroom is. That's about it. Yes, you sure can. 6 inch is what I did the fall one with. So let's see, we did blue on top. Okay. Awesome. You can share it, or you can email it to me, or you could put it on my Facebook page. I'd love to see it. Yeah, there was a fall one I did with Dollar Tree mesh. Turned out really cute. Okay. Let me move these a little bit here so they don't clog up our... I'll make sure you can see. So we're more than halfway done. All right. Just remember, if you can't hold them in your hands, it's okay. Don't worry. This will be out here later. So, hey Trixie. So you can always just go back and watch. Don't feel rushed. Okay? I've been doing this a really long time, so I go pretty fast, but it's okay if you don't. And I did a taped version where it's just me. And so that way you'll have it to watch. Yes, chip clip works great. Love chip clips. I don't know if I have any in here. No. You can also use pipe cleaners. It's kind of a pain because you have to keep opening it, but you can do that too. You can also use a weight and just put a weight on it. There's a lot of different ways you can hold it while you're working. See, there she goes. Yep, I think I did the one at Halloween with a bunch of different colors. It turned out really cute. And you know, when you do these, you don't need a whole lot extra on it because it already makes such a big wreath. Thank you. So just remember, when you do these, you're going to need somewhere around 27 bundles. So whether you're doing Dollar Tree or if you're doing regular, you should plan somewhere around that. Yes, that's what I had uploading that I had to go pause. It'll be up tonight. By the time everybody goes to sleep, it'll get uploaded. That way it might be a little bit easier to watch because it'll just be me. Awesome! I can't wait to see it. So let's see how many we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to do 3 with this. So You know what, just keep practicing. You're gonna get there. You know, if you're having trouble with the poofs, measure it out. Just measure out the 10 inches and it should help you. And it just takes a little while to get the eye of where it is. But once you get it, then you have it. Okay. Here we go. And I do every one just like this in the taped version too, so if you get behind, then you can just watch that. Whoop. Okay. I don't even want to tell y'all what my first poof looked like, because when I first started, the only thing that people really did was grapevines, and so I did grapevines for years. And then I started doing the Deco mesh, and my poofs were all uneven, and it just takes practice. Thank you. It is 10 inches wide and it is cut 10 inches. That is right. I know, can y'all believe it's already almost the middle of May? Ugh. So, tomorrow is Ross's birthday and he's gonna be 13. Oh my gosh. I still know about that. It's gonna be weird. We're gonna have our very first teenager. Oh, Lord. Scary. They're growing up way too fast. Yep, tomorrow, 13. Scary. I think it was Halloween, Laura, I think. I want to say it was Halloween. I know. A teenager. I know. I'm a little freaked out about that. But it's happening whether I want it to or not. And then Carson won't be far behind him. He was already telling me about when he was going to drive. I'm just not ready for that. Yeah. Well, it's going to happen whether I like it or not. I know. I'm trying not to think about that too. Right now, he has no interest whatsoever in that, so I'm okay with that. There have been a couple girls interested in him, but so far he hasn't cared. Oh, how awesome! So they share the same birthday. That's cool. Okay. I do. I sure do. I just don't want them to get to the point where they're like pulling away. That'll make me sad. That's a good age. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I know. Sweet 16. That's a good one. No, you're not. You're only as old as you feel. Oh my gosh. That's kind of scary. All right. So, this tinsel tubing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find where the try to make 3 pieces that are the same size. Here. Okay? And I'm just going to cut it. I just want 3 even pieces. Doesn't have to be perfect. Wow, that's so cool. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this. I'm going to make a circle and just make a second circle. So you really just want 2 circles and then just pinch it in the center. Now you want to make sure you have a little bit of excess on each end, this little piece here. And you can set this down in your Bodabra or in between your fingers. It's really up to you. No, no, no. You are not old. Okay. So I'm just getting my 3 pieces. So it's going to be just like making it with the ribbon, except you're going to take this little tubing and tie your pipe cleaner around that. See, like that. So it's just, you're just substituting it for ribbon. Like that. See how cute that is? Let's see, we did red. So we can do, you see how it frays just a little bit right there? So I'll take that piece and I'll put that piece right in the middle and then boom, no fray. So when you're doing them, just look for any pieces that look like they're fraying and use that to put on the inside. Okay? Take your tubing, make a circle, and then just twist it, make a second circle, like that. Pinch it in the center. So you're just going to end up with like 2 loops on each side. Make sure you have enough of that little tubing sticking out on other sides so that it won't come loose. And then you just tie it just like a ribbon. Exactly the same. Ooh, he'll be so excited. I'll have to make him come back and look. Okay. Let's see, what do we have? We'll do red. Yeah, see, I know it. That's going to happen like in a flash. I just know it. And then I'll have a 13 and a 15. Oh, heard me talking about you, did ya?
No, I actually didn't.
You didn't?
No,
People were saying happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you. Bella just woke up, I can see.
Well, it could be because you came to see her.
Yeah.
Oh, how exciting!
Oh,
My parents have 8.
Hi.
Alright, so we have our little loop. This one's a little twisted. Let's get it untwisted. Now I'm just going to make my second one like that. Pinch it in the middle. Okay. Then I'll just take my last little pipe cleaner and run it around. Look, they're saying happy birthday.
Thank you.
This is awesome tubing. You see what it looks like? It's like tinsel. You see how it has those like little, it's thicker? It's really nice. This stuff is really nice. All right, so now we're ready to whip it on here. So all you're gonna do when you get this part done, and I want to put these, I'm gonna put my little tinsel pieces aside because we're gonna strategically put those in. All right, so you just take your 2 little pieces, go in between rows 2 and 3, and just tie it down. Thank you. So the reason that I cut it and do half is because you see, then I don't have to cut it off. So I can just twist it and kind of tuck it in. So I'm expecting to get about 4 to 5 in each section. So I just twist it on, tuck it in. Now it's going to seem like when you're putting it on at first that you're not going to have enough to go around, but don't worry about it. As you load it on, you're not going to be able to put many more on. It'll start getting tight. So I just keep grabbing. You want to get it pretty much in the center so that you'll have enough pieces to tie it. Like that. She didn't like that. I don't know what you did, but she didn't like it. Okay. So in my first section, I always put about 5 because it takes a little bit more. So I get 5 in my first section, and then I move on and start on the next one. And I leave 1 or 2 extra, thank you, to kind of fill in if I need any. So that's why you have 27. 2 bars at a time. So I do 2 bars. And the reason I do that is just because this one has 4 bars. But if you don't have this kit and you just have 3 bars, just put it in the middle. But if you use 2 bars, what happens is it keeps it from kind of sliding back and forth. It just makes it a little bit sturdier. About the same. So if you do curly, it's about the same. It's about 27. It's just kind of how it fits on this size wreath. So, just keep grabbing and putting it on. Just like this. And So don't worry if it doesn't feel like there's enough when you put 4 in a section, because you see how this is filling in the center? That's going to start pushing against each other, and that's what's going to fill it up. So see, we have 1, 2, 3. We're about to have 4. Good night. Hey, honey. Can't get him to come in. Maybe one day. Huh, Ross? You tired? Not my energy boy.
I don't want to go to sleep because I don't want to wake up and take the math test.
Ross's school doesn't start till 9, so he gets to be up a little bit later.
Yeah, but I got a state test tomorrow. Bella, what are you doing?
Know, but it won't be too bad.
What are you doing, Bella?
You'll be fine. Tomorrow's math.
I know. Oh, I hated yesterday, though.
I know. Ross is doing all his state testing this week. There are people saying hi to you. Okay. All right, so now,
Stop it.
this is my 3rd section. Yeah, he was in here very briefly. This is my 3rd section, so I'm going to put one of these in. This is the tinsel tie, so I'm going to put this one in. And then I'm going to go to this side. Now I'm going to put 3 on this side, and I'm going to put, Ross's last day is May 31st, and Carson's is June 5th. I know, doesn't it look very interesting from the back? But you see, if you flip it over, that's what it looks like from the front. So, we have 1. It's just easier to have it on the back and work from the back because that's really where you work with this one. Yeah, and these colors are so bright and pretty. They look really nice together. Something about those primary colors. Okay, so now we're going to take another one. Thank you. And put this one here. So you see what I'm doing is I'm creating that balance. We're going to have a triangle. So we have 1 tinsel tie here, 1 tinsel tie there, and we're going to have 1 at the bottom. And that creates our little triangle. Yes. I know my mom's already told me that it's going on our door. Don't you know? Okay. So you just keep going. And don't worry if it looks odd or funny. Bella is, well, let's see, we've had Bella's 7. And she is very energetic. Although, when y'all see her, she's mostly laying on my couch, but that's because she was running around the backyard like a crazy dog all day. She likes to play with the dog next door, and they just run up and down the fence barking. It's very funny.
And annoying sometimes.
And annoying sometimes, yes. She can run so fast, it's crazy. Yes, I have a taped version of this that I will be putting out later on. And you are welcome to watch that one. So I don't really care which ones I'm putting next to each other, because in the end it's not really going to matter. Oh, how fun! Mom's feeling a little better. She's sore, but it's getting there. So, okay, so this is our last section. So see, it takes the longest to put the bundles together. Once you put the bundles together, then it's pretty fast to get it on the wreath. Yeah, she's sore, you know, but she's doing well. Did you help Grandma get on?
Oh, no.
Oh, she must not be watching then.
She didn't ask.
She probably didn't hear me. Okay.
I can help her get on right now.
Well, it's okay. She can watch it later. Yeah, I love this. This is an excellent method. Okay. So you see how full it is by the time you get around here. Okay. So I'm going to put my last little tinsel piece in. And I have 2 pieces left. And we're going to figure out where they need to go. Alright, so I've turned it over, and then I'll start pulling these up a little bit, like this. You see, it almost kind of looks like a flower in the center. So then what I do is I just kind of go around and look, okay, right here is an obvious hole. So I'll stick my extra piece in here, like that. Okay. Let's see if we see any others. Yep, here's one right here. Okay. So we'll put our last piece in right there. Okay. What's she doing? Oh Lord, don't break the bow dabber. You know how many I've gone through of that thing. I love this method too. It is so full. Okay. So I've gotten all 27 in. So you can see how full it is. That's what it looks like from the back. So you can just kind of push these up a little bit. They'll have a tendency to want to fall back, but you can just kind of push them up a little. All right, now, if you're worried about fraying, my advice is to spray it here from the back. Now let's talk about what you can spray it with. So you want to spray it with something like E6000, and what you want to do is light coats, especially if you're in a high humidity area, because you got to be careful how much you put on or it's not going to want to dry. Alright, so now you just want to kind of pull your ribbons out. Make sure you can see them. You're always going to have to do this when you make a wreath, especially if you're having to go back and forth. So, just kind of touch your ribbons, go around. See, there's our cute little tinsel. See, and the thing that I like about this one is that when someone comes up to your door and they're looking at it, they're going to keep seeing different things, because You have a lot of mesh in different colors. You have a lot of different ribbons. You have the little tinsel pieces in here. So it really kind of draws their eye around the wreath. And we're going to plug even more holes in just a minute. Once I get my ribbons kind of pulled out. See, there's our other tinsel right there. Okay. That's my phone.
Your phone out there is annoying.
Oh, I know. I need to turn it off.
The phone out there is like.
Yeah, every time I get a message.
No, it's your orders.
Oh, yeah, could be. Okay, so you see, now our ribbons are pulled out, so you can see them. You see how it kind of makes almost like a flower? I like that. Now what you're going to do, this will make sure your feet are on the floor.
Yeah.
So this little pick here, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to pull it apart, and I'm going to cut right down here at the base. So this is what I like about this. So it has like this, it's wired, okay? And you can pull it out like that, okay? So we can make it stand out. So you can do the same thing with this one. Same thing with this one. And so then what I'll do is I'll go in here and I'll say, okay, there's a little open spot right here. And I will just move these aside. And since this is wired, I'm going to tie it right onto the frame. Okay, and then I'm going to push my mesh back and I'm going to let it stand out like that. You see how cute that is? So now we'll find another one. Oh, right here's good. So just push it aside. Just all I'm doing is tying it, thank you, right around the frame, and then I'm pushing my mesh back in place and I'm letting this stand out like that. So I did one there, I'm gonna do one up here. So you see I'm just tying it around the frame and then pushing my mesh back in place. And then you see your little stars just kind of stand out. And so when it's on your door, as Laura likes to say, it's going to have a little movement. So it's kind of going to move around a little bit in the wind. So see, there it is. I tied it there. One there, one there. So that's just another cute little piece you can have that'll just kind of move a little bit when it's on your door, and it'll make it more interesting. Okay, so the star is the last piece. Now, all of the kits came with the little zip tie adhesive mounts. So if you want to use those, you want to use some kind of glue with it, and you can glue it on the inside like this. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I have my little beadsmith. So this just punches holes in metal. And what I'll do if I'm doing something like this is I'll go on the back side. And I'll just go to the corner and punch a hole right in it.
Bill is like, what was
so
that?
You see it punches a very tiny little hole. You see it? And then I'll take some wire, and I'm actually going to take very thin wire, and it's silver. Can you see it? because it's just easier to hide it. And then I'll just stick my wire right through that little hole I made. This one I think is a 1.5 millimeters. That's what mine is, 1.5. It's on my influencer store, so if you're looking for it, down in the description is this wire is, I can't remember what gauge it is. I don't think it says. It's very, very thin. So maybe 15. But you can get this from Hobby Lobby. It's just really thin wire. Comes on like a little piece of it. Usually I use a 26 gauge, but I did not today just because my 26 gauge is green and it would kind of stand out, so I'm using this very thin. Alright, so I am tying it off in the back, and so I just do that so that the wire's not going to come off later. You okay down there? Yeah. You're making funny noises. Okay, so you want at least, now he's just kind of making noises back there. I don't know what he's doing. He's being a boy. Bella's sleeping though. So you want to do at least 3 points. I don't think, see, this is 26 gauge right here. So you see how thick that is? This is super thin. I don't know. I'll have to look and see if I can figure that out. Okay. So then what I'm going to do, and this also comes with this hole in it, so you can either tie onto this or take this out and use that hole as well. I'm just going to take my wire, I'm going to push my little bundle aside, and I'm going to go down to my frame, and I'm going to tie it on my frame. So what I want is for it to kind of look like it's floating on top. So I want to tie it down, but I don't want to make it too tight. So here we go. Now you could also take your wire and paint it. You can spray paint these wires. So if you don't have thin wire, you can always take it and paint it. I've done that before. Alright. So I just did the same thing. I moved my mesh. I'm tying it down. And then I'll kind of move my mesh back. Okay. Last piece. Brother still doing okay out there? Still no coughing?
I don't know.
Oh.
I haven't heard him cough.
I haven't either. I think he's doing a lot better. Alright, there we go. So you can see even from the back it's hard to see it because it's so thin. So here's one. So there we go. Alright, so it's not coming loose. all you need is 3 spots. See, and it's on there good. And you see, since I tied it, but I didn't tie it tight, then it kind of looks like it's floating. And because I just used a little tiny spot at the end, you can't really see it. So you see? And then you have all of this, and you can kind of pull it behind your star a little bit. You see how much it has? This is why I like the sunburst, because it's so different. Isn't that pretty? I like that. So awesome. All right, so let me show you something I saw. Okay, so if you couldn't get this, they have these at Hobby Lobby, and that would be really cute in the center too. See? Isn't that cute? So there's other things out there you can get to put in the center. So I thought I'd show you that in case you didn't get it and give you an idea. Thank you. All right, if y'all make this, make sure that you come and post it so we can see it. I can't wait to see what everybody comes up with. Isn't that pretty? I like it. So now on the back, you know, it's really easy just to cover it, and then nobody will ever see that. So, yeah, and it's going to look very festive on our door. And, you know, you could even get creative and put some lights in here, like in the middle here. That would be cute, too. Thank you. Yeah, so if you want to spray it, what I would do is be careful not to get the ribbons, especially the white ones, because they will get little spots on them. But if you are somewhere where the sun is bright, yeah, you can use the clear coat sealers. Make sure you get glossy. Don't use the flat. It looks funny. So, thank you. I hope y'all enjoyed this. And I'll get the taped version uploaded as soon as I can so that you can watch that. I know this was fun. It's fun. I have a couple more planned. I'm just waiting on some things to come in. I have a really cute fall one planned, and I have, I think, one more summer one. And then we'll start working on. Okay, so spraying. So if you're gonna spray it, what you could do is pull all of your ribbons like this, okay, and then spray the top, and then once it's dry, put your ribbons back out, okay. So that's what I do. If I have to spray it, so if I'm going to put something on my door in July, I'm going to spray it. I'm going to spray it with clear coat and glossy, because the colors are going to fade like crazy. But if you spray it with the clear coat, the glossy clear coat, it will last a long time. What'd you do? Did you step on something? Yeah. Dangerous to walk around in here.
Right in. Oh, and it was deep in.
Oh, sweetie.
Ouch. Oh, it stings.
You gotta wear socks in here, buddy.
Oh, ow.
Sit. You're okay, baby.
Ouch.
Nice, Ollie. You okay?
Owie.
Okay.
Oh, God.
It's okay.
I just
sit down.
I just got like a metal, like a little.
He got a little sticker in his foot.
Ouch.
So, I use the Krylon clear coat. Have a seat, baby.
Ow.
You're okay. Sit down.
Holy, that hurt.
I know. You cannot walk around in here without shoes, baby.
I didn't know there was pointy.
Of course there is. It's wire. Hold on, let me see if I can find my clear coat. orange. Ha! Here we go. I got it.
Ouch.
Ugh. It's like a war zone in here. All right, so this is what I use. So it says Krylon sealer, and you want to get the glossy. Don't get the flat, because if you get the flat, it makes all your mesh look terrible. Yes, I know, I told him that. They forget. But you can get this at Walmart and craft stores. So this is what I would spray it with. Just be careful not to spray your ribbons. Thank you. So y'all have any other questions? Yep, that's what I use, the Krylon clear sealer. It came from Hobby Lobby. This one, it came from Hobby Lobby. And I just used my 40% off. Let's see, it was $15.99. So they should be putting their 4th of July on sale pretty soon. But you could just use the little 40% off coupon. So.
Oh, that hurts.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh, it really stings.
I know.
Dang,
You gotta wear your shoes in here, baby.
I didn't know. Oh, I feel like if I try walking out, I'm gonna get stabbed again.
I'll go get your shoes.
Oh, God.
All right, well, I'm gonna go deal with Mr. Pitiful.
Oh. I feel like I got stabbed by a tiny sword.
Yeah, it does look like a plant on there, but I think what they're trying to show is this mirror that's behind here. But this is just clear sealer. So thank y'all so much. I know he stepped on a little piece of wire is what he did.
Oh.
Yeah.
It
It is very dangerous in here without shoes on.
What happened was I stepped and I felt like a horrible pain, and then I looked and it was like that much was in there, like that much.
It's wire, baby. It will go right through it.
It was like half of it was stuck in there.
Y'all have a wonderful night. Let me know if you have any questions. I will get the tape version out as soon as I can. Thank you. All right, well, I will see y'all soon. Since I didn't get to make the peacock when Carson got sick, I'll be making that next. So that'll be the one that I make next. All right, so I'll get my supply list out as soon as I can. This one? Isn't that cute? I just love this. I think it's so cool. This would look awesome on a wreath. Thank you. All right, y'all have a wonderful night. I'm going to get the boy out of here before he steps on something else.
Ow!
Good night.